Hold on. Was it last week? When was it? Weekend before last when we were filming? It looked nice right as I took it out, and within 2 hours, it just looked like a big, like I put my fingers in a socket. It looked horrible, but...
Is that when you went to the mall?
Yes.
I was like, look at her, keep manipulating her hair. One minute it was out, then the next it was in a ponytail. I was like, oh Lord, her hair must be getting on her nerves.
Yes, because I was like, I didn't know what to do, so I went back to buy, and I bought it. I bought the little container of it, and it's funny because when I got home, it was almost like it was gel together, so I had to work with it, and I don't know if it was the batch.
Sold the gel.
Yes, and when I tell you I never would have tried it, I only tried it because my coworker said, she said, you need to try the gel. She said the gel is really good. She said, and she did tell me, she said, don't put too much. She said less is more. Oh, I didn't order the food. Hold on.
Patrice, you guys have just been a light in my day, for real.
Heavenly Father, we just pray and ask you to bless this food, to make it a blessing on top bodies for nourishment. Bless the hands that prepare. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen.
All right.
Let's eat.
Good. So you ain't never eat here before?
No, I've never been.
Wait a minute. All the time that we worked together to the Hilton and you never had this food?
No.
I don't even know. I can't even look at you right now. I don't know. This
It's
is
good.
Told you, holes in the wall have the best food.
They do.
I told you. Just like how you said when you went to New York and you had the best Chinese food, this place is up from out of New York.
Is it? The best Chinese food. The best oxtail. Oh my goodness. The best everything.
That's because when people come into
Even
the
hot
country.
dog is good.
What? Okay, so let me teach you how we say it in New York. We say dirty water dogs.
Why?
Because they have the hot dogs in this water and their little carts and stuff that they travel with, and you don't really know the last time they changed that water. So we call it dirty water dogs. But don't let it fool you. You just pray over it and go. Don't let it stop you. That's what it's called, dirty water dogs, because you don't know the last time it was that they changed out the water before they fed you the hot dog. But it tastes good.
Patrice.
It's true. I didn't make it up.
Can you believe this?
Yes, we believe it. If you think of it, when you go out and you eat, you don't know what they're doing to your food before.
I tell my crazy child that all the time. He was like, oh, I found a hair. I said, well, it's my hair and it's one strand of hair. I said, guess what? That person done hawking your food.
And you'll never know.
And you love to eat out.
Let me tell you, I used to work at this pizza spot one time years ago when I was in high school, and I will never forget this lady that she hated. There was like a company across the street, like a mechanic store or whatever across the street, and they were real rude. So one day she had enough of them. Do you know this woman spit in their pizza as she was making it before she made it? And she actually served them the doggone pizza. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand some people are nasty and rude, but that's the line. I couldn't go that far and do that to people's food, because people don't stop and realize the things that you do to other people can be done to you.
And worse.
And she didn't even feel bad about it, mind you.
And worse. People just don't care nowadays.
They don't.
It's crazy.
I know a lot of people who work in like the restaurant business, and they tell you stuff like how, you know, don't order, like when you order like drinks and you say put lemon, don't order the lemon, don't ask for the lemon, because a lot of times they have the lemon on all these surfaces and they don't clean it and stuff like that. But if you think of it, you gotta, like I try to tell people, it's one thing if you witness something going on, or you've heard a lot of people saying don't eat at this place for whatever reason, but when it's all said and done, you don't know what's happening to your food any place that you go.
Anywhere. So in the back. But I have, you know what I have found though, that fast food restaurants, the service has declined like tremendously. Like I can't even eat it like that. It's just horrendous.
Like we went to Chic-Fil-A. We had Chick-Fil-A this morning, and it was a miracle because we pulled up and there was only one car ahead of us, which that's unheard of.
At
I don't know
Chick-fil-A?
about Chick-fil-A in your area, but the Chick-fil-A here by 8 o'clock is like swarming, and the line is wrapped around the building. We pulled up. The service is always impeccable with them. I love and
That's
the
one
food
thing
is
I'll
good.
say is Chick-fil-A, their service is always on point.
Yeah.
But that's because their training is about service. That's what they're about.
Yep.
But a lot of these other restaurants, you taking a risk. Like you take
And I try to tell people, like, you know, we're foodies.
Yes.
We love to eat, so for us, it's the food has got to be on point. But people don't understand it's the service that really makes
Yeah.
and breaks the
Yeah.
business. You can have the best food in the world, but if the service is horrible, you can forget it.
Yeah. So I've learned that the best thing for me to do is cook. Just cook. And especially with my children, they don't even want frozen nothing.
That's because we raising them right. You got to
Frozen waffles, and they don't want that food foolishness.
Right too, when I ask them, Mama's, what you want to eat? Hot food? Yes, I know that. What do you want to eat? Rice? Okay, yes, I know that. What do you want to eat? We don't want McDonald's. We don't want this. We don't want. I said, okay, well that's good, but with them, you got to give them. You have to give them
hot
meat.
food.
What? Try give them some junk and see how they act.
Well, how about I cook breakfast in the mornings before I leave out at 6:30?
Oh no.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it.
At
And you in school. Girl.
6:30. I cook hot breakfast like grits and egg and because I mean, you know, that's how I grew up. I didn't grow up eating a Pop-Tart. So, or cereal. If I do cereal, I'll do like a boiled egg and cereal or
Yeah.
toast and, you know,
Like
something
something
like
hot.
that. But
Yeah.
or I'll make tea
Like,
and steam something down or something. Yep, before I leave at 6. It's supposed to be earlier than 6.
I don't know how you do that. I really don't.
But yeah.
Like, I try to tell them, like one time they asked me if I could just drop them off at school so they can have breakfast at school. I said, listen, I said, even though school lunches have come a long way, they can't replace what I can do for you. Like, I don't want them going to school and thinking that a biscuit and a cold thing of milk is good. I'm not saying it's horrible, but for me, I need to be able to, I can't truly control their lunches because, you know, I let them eat the school lunches there, but when it comes to breakfast and when it comes to dinner, that's where I come in. So for breakfast, like, they will eat oatmeal, and I mean old-fashioned oatmeal. I don't mean that instant packaged stuff. I need to be able to
That's
put
what I use.
cinnamon, canned milk, and all of that, or boil some eggs with it, or whatever the case may be. Put fruits and put, you know, just healthy stuff because I want their foundation to be about, you know, health and
wellness
you
and
know. So
taking care of your body
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Yep. Trust me, I cook
yes,
all the time. And then when you have a child that's allergic, so he can't really eat at school
yeah,
and stuff like that. So I have to pack lunch, make sure he eat breakfast and stuff like that because he can because the school system has come a long way where, you know, you could request it and they'll supplement it for something else.
Yeah.
But I'm not about to take that chance. So I just send lunch.
Do you ever fear, like, you see how, like, with milk and stuff, do you ever fear that he's going to get to school one day and...
No, because he's to the age now where, prime example, he said some kids in his class was having a birthday party. It was a set of twins and it was their birthday and their parents brought cupcakes. And so none of the teachers were in that day. And they had a substitute, so I'm like, oh God, what did happen when he didn't eat?
This is what he was telling you?
This is what he's telling me.
wow.
You know, every afternoon is a conversation, is a story about what happened at
The
school.
whole ride home.
And so he was like, but I told him, no, I don't want it because I'm allergic to cheese.
What?
So in his mind, I tell him cheese because, you know, he drinks milk. He drinks almond milk and soy milk, but he doesn't understand that it's still a milk product. And
Right.
so I say cheese. So he said, well, I told him that I was allergic to cheese, so I didn't want any cupcakes. The parent said, are you sure, buddy? You can have a cupcake.
But it's made with milk.
He said no.
Wow.
I said, well, what did you eat? Nothing. So he's okay with it.
Wow.
Because he's used to it, and he
taught him.
prefers
Yeah.
to not have that. He's had, allergic reactions before.
Yeah.
And so to just eliminate it, he knows it's going to make him feel bad.
Yeah.
But I was
Aw.
appalled that an adult came back and was
questioned
like,
him.
"Are you sure, buddy?" And this is what he's saying to me. The parent
like that.
said, "Are you sure, buddy?"
And you know how he was saying it? He was saying like he was telling on them.
And so I was like, "Oh, Carter,"
That's so
I
good.
told him, "You deserve
Yeah.
a treat for that."
He did
because
good.
you really stood up for yourself.
Yeah.
And
But that's what you taught him. That's that
and
foundation.
I was so proud of him. So he's to the point where he doesn't care.
Yeah, like one of mine, she can't do a lot of sugar. But then the kicker is she has a sweet tooth. So,
What does the sugar do?
well, if she eats too much sugar, she gets headaches. So I told her, I was like, I had to explain to her, your body doesn't handle sugar too well, and of course we try to work with the preventative. We don't want her to become a diabetic. I rebuke that she will not.
Yes.
And I told her, I said, what we do is we have to work with the preventative. And I said, I know you're really young, but you're not too young for you to understand that you play a part in this. You have to take control of what you can control.
Yeah.
I said, so even though you see everybody celebrating and you want to eat this, that, and that, you cannot have a lot of sugar. And that's not necessarily a bad thing for all of us if you think about it,
No.
because we shouldn't do excess sugar anyway. So
Excess of nothing, really.
exactly. So, it was kind of hard for her at first to kind of balance the, mommy, I really, really want to have like 2-3 cupcakes. I said, I understand that. I said, but everything is in moderation. I said, just have one. Just have
But
one.
it teaches her balance.
Yes, and you know what? And unfortunately, she had to learn the hard way, because even though at home she knows she can't try it, she tried it at school. So one day I picked her up from school, and she's here, Mommy, I've got a headache. I said, how much sugar did you have today? Well, I didn't have a lot of sugar. I said, well, I know what you had for breakfast because I fed you. And you didn't have any sugar there. What did you have for lunch? Well, she had everything good for lunch, and then one of the friends gave her like a cookie. Okay. Then she went into aftercare, and what did she
had
have?
something else.
Pop-Tarts. I said, I don't even feed you Pop-Tarts. Where you get the Pop-Tarts? Well, they asked me if I wanted it. I said, okay. And then on top of that, before I picked her up, then she had some candy. I said, what did we say about the sugar? I said, this is cause and effect. I said, Mommy can only do but so much. I said, you have to do your part as well. So when I'm not around, you have to understand. And I said, if you do this, this is what happens. So now she's at that point where she understands. And I'm so proud of her, because she literally said to me the other day when I picked her up, she said, Mommy, there was a celebration in the classroom, same thing, somebody had a birthday. And she said, she said, I only ate one cupcake. She said it was enough for everybody to have two. She said, aren't you proud of me? I only did one.
So, not knocking what doctors do or what they say.
Right.
But they were, trying to say that it could be a potential of asthma. And so I'm like, again, rebuking that or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I told Mommy, she said, hold on, let me think about what so-and-so would tell me for asthma. I know it's something out there for asthma. I know it's something you could do for asthma. Mm-hmm. Brace yourself now. She comes back and tell me, and I'm just listening. She said, "This what you need to do. I know you ain't gonna do this. I know you ain't gonna do it."
How's she gonna tell you you're not gonna do
Because
it?
she know I ain't doing no foolishness. I say, okay, what it is. Take him to a tree and measure him.
What?
Get you a nail and a hammer and nail him to the nail his height to the tree.
Are you for real?
But it has to be a growing tree. It can't be a tree that has already
at its
grown.
peak, right?
You have to nail him to the tree, and then as the tree grows, the asthma outgrows.
I'm done. I have heard it all. No way.
But do you know that old people have done this?
And
because
has it
I've
worked?
said it to someone, and someone said, "Yeah, my mommy did that to me too."
And they grew out of the asthma.
Who knows?
Translation: just get you a plant. Get you a plant and put it in the house, because that helps to
And
open up the air.
And as the plant grows.